Hello, my name is Jonathan Tucker, and this is my week 1 project. I would first like to say that this was a great video to further dig deep and study the historical relationship between democracy, government, business, and media based on a very great group of individuals. The first individual, Sigmund Freud, believed that the human behavior was determined by social factors. He believed that the inside human body has an inner conscience that must be controlled. Freud had a daughter named Anna who also had a similar theory and continued his legacy after he died. Anna Freud conducted a study on children to determine if this factor existed in children as well. Another trailblazer besides the Freud family was Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays invented public relations, and he conducted many theories, such as the smoking campaign that tested the theory that women could smoke in public. Bernays believed that the world was influenced by modern technology. Bernays introduced celebrity models to storefronts and was a leader in transforming the American consumer's needs into wants. Bernays was a great thinker and was a pioneer and was also a leader in forming the World's Fair. We all know that American consumers are wanting to buy currently. This form of thinking can be contributed to the early thinking of these pioneers in early psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis studies were conducted early on to determine what factors, such as where you want to go today. This led to consumer market research studies that we see today, and this is a very popular common trend to determine what American goods are sold, imported, and exported. This is also commonly done globally. This form of thinking trickled into the government. However, this did not go without controversy. The American governments were unstabilized after the stock market crash in 1929, and the idea that democracy was to create a heaven on earth led to riots and other clashes between the police and other government agencies. This was a troubling time for the American economy and the American state in general. Presidents Hoover, Richard Nixon, and Bill Clinton are leaders that transformed and influenced the freedom of democracy and the American way of life. Even Dr. Martin Luther King had his insight on how a free way of life was a way to go. We can thank these leaders for transforming the world into the stable economy that we live in today. The nation's mental health was also an issue that many Americans believed needed to be addressed. The thinking of the early Freud family and also Edward Bernays led to many mass government agencies and programs being formed. The U.S. manufacturing economy also had an effect on the thinking of these American thinkers and leaders during this time. Germany and Europe also were influenced by democracy and wanted to get involved in democracy in their worlds. As you can see, these leaders and these thinkers had an influence on the American way of life in many ways. Noam Chomsky, a more modern trailblazer, is described as the world's most influential person. He believed, for instance, that no matter what language we speak, it's all the same. He believed that there was a revolution in the practice of democracy. He believed that the public should be in a specialized class and must be eluded. Once again, my name is Jonathan Tucker, and this is my Week 1 project.